Hi, my name is Jarek and welcome to the Zillin tutorial. In the last video, we set up our account and logged into our first Zillin workspace to explore the top side panel of it, to get you a little bit better of a feel around the application. In this video, we're going to head to the team section and perform some role management just to make it easier for you to understand how you can coordinate your team membership in Zillin. So let's go. As promised, let's head to the team section of our workspace. As you can imagine, here there will be listed all the people that are involved in this workspace. So far, there's only me, under the name I assigned to myself in the account settings in the last video. I'm assigned the role of the owner. Now, this is the perfect time to discuss the concept of roles. A role is obviously just a set of privileges that you have that determine what you can and, most importantly, what you can't do within a workspace. The owner is a special kind of role because there can only be one single owner per workspace. Every other role, and we can see all the rest here, every other role can have multiple representatives. However, in the case of the owner, there can only be one. That's why we have the option to change the workspace owner. There can only be one at a time. Now, the other important thing about roles in Zillin is the distinction between workers and users. The owner is a user, so is a manager, a developer, a collaborator, and a guest. But a worker is the lowest class of a person within a workspace. And how exactly can we invite new people into our workspace? As you can imagine, all that you need to do is to type in the email address of the person here, select the role, and then click add. Immediately upon doing that, this person will receive, under this email address, will receive a notification. And then they will be able to log into their Zillin account or register a completely new Zillin account under the email address that's provided here. And then, first off, they will see their default workspace, the one that's given to them upon registration with their email address as the name. And if they extend the menu here, they will see the sample workspace right here. We'll explore your Zillin application from the viewpoint of a worker soon enough. And so the very convenient thing about this is that you don't need to, a person in question does not need to have a Zillin account already. They may build it already after being invited by you. The only thing that's important is that the email address they use is the same that you invited to this workspace. So let's say this in practice. Let's have Alice invited into this workspace. Perhaps as a manager, let's see. Well, we can't do this. Why? Because we have reached unique users limit. Once again, what is a user? A user is the owner, a manager, a developer, a collaborator, and a guest. So let's see, can we invite Alice as a developer? No. A collaborator? No. A guest? No. Why? Why is that? If we head to the account settings, we'll see again that the limit of the workspace users is already exhausted. Who is this workspace user that takes up this limit? That's of course me, the owner. One user, and it can only be the owner. No other user is allowed here. So unfortunately, Alice will have to settle on being just a worker. Let's see. Yes, and right now Alice received an email address with a notification about being added to the sample workspace. Let's see if we can add some new people here. Let's have Bob, add him as a worker. Let's have Cindy, add her as a worker. Let's have Danny, add him as a worker. Let's have Evelyn, add her as a worker. Let's add Frank, add him as a worker. Whoops, we can't. We have reached unique workers limit. Under the Annotate and Go plan, we're allowed to have how many workers? 5. And this, we have just exhausted that limit. But is it permanent? Let's see. Let's remove Evelyn from the workspace and see now. Yep, as we can see, the limit is not full now. We can now invite whoever we want, one more person. But let's have Evelyn back, of course, only as a worker. And now we have reached the limit. There are 6 people in the workspace, 1 owner and 5 workers. And that's it. I hope that now you have more of an understanding how to manage your roles under the Annotate and Go plan. Of course, there are many more options and numbers of users and workers available to you under the higher plans, but for now, this is what must suffice under the free Annotate and Go plan. So thank you very much for watching. In the next video, we'll head to the datasets section and see how we can upload actual files into our workspace. So I hope you follow us on LinkedIn and Facebook, subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on this next video. Have a nice day and see you next time.